would you just take a seat, Abby? We can just...
Oh, but I have a patient here who is very seriously ill. She needs immediate attention.
Sorry, Rick, Lesley. I didn't see it was you.
Oh, you did.
I'd ask what's so fascinating, except I'm sure I know.
Well, every page. I mean, this whole article is about what happened at the Star.
You have no idea how envious I am of you, Claudia. I mean, you were right there in the face of real live danger. And I still can't figure out how no one ended up getting hurt.
Because we were all extremely lucky.
The last report was the only casualties, members of the cult.
Oh, and David Gray. You guys did hear about what happened to him.
If you ask me, falling out a window is too good for that guy.
Well, actually, they don't have all the details.
Well, neither do we, and Luke was in no condition to fill us in last time.
He said he'd drop by later and let us know.
Details or not, the important thing is that none of us have to worry about David Gray ever again.
One of the reported victims was Dr. Stephen Hardy, chief of staff at General Hospital, who was struck in the head by an unidentified vulnerable believed to be a member of the Malthusian cult.
Camelot strikes again.
Emma hit Steve over the head?
Yes, with a very large champagne bottle.
Was he hurt? Well, he was certainly stunned for a little while, but half an hour later he was outside helping us with the wounded.
Oh, yeah.
Great. Listen to this headline. Local hero attracts violence again.
Yeah, I read it.
Only witness to the deathless Luke Spencer, local hero responsible for last summer's extermination of the Cassadine clan. I think you sound like a one-man death squad.
Power of the press.
Yeah, but that is, I would say, a blatant distortion.
Oh, there's truth in it. A little.
Yes, but it's very damagingly stated. I think the paper ought to get a formal complaint. For me, maybe.
I don't think you should do that. They don't say anything in the article that isn't true. And he does have a way of attracting violence, which naturally then spills over onto his nearest and dearest.
Leslie, you can't blame Luke. He didn't go out looking for this trouble.
Maybe not. But it certainly finds him then, doesn't it?
Isn't it interesting how Luke always remains unharmed and the people around him end up victims?
I must say it once more. You can't blame Luke for these tragedies. Yeah, he has been involved in a lot of crazy antics, but it was not Luke's fault. And all these people that have been involved with him, you can't tell me that they didn't have some idea what they were going into when they started a relationship with him.
Including Laura?
Most especially Laura. If anybody knew how Luke felt, it was, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Why don't we just change the subject, huh?
Well, you're graduating this week, aren't you?
Yeah, on Friday.
Excited?
Well, yeah, but, I mean, at this point, I've been looking forward to it for such a long time. I think the actual capping ceremony is going to end up being anticlimactic.
Well, what about if we threw a party for you? Would that make it any more special?
What is that? Waterfront Clinic, Dr. Weber.
Good morning, Doctor. This is Spencer.
What do you think you wear?
Luke, I thought you'd be in the sack this morning.
Bad dreams. I just wanted you to know that I'll be over later with all the details that you wanted to know about. I have to tally up the damage here first.
How do you feel?
Truthfully, I'm not real sure, Rick. I think I'm having trouble accepting the fact that the mystery is over.
I would imagine that might take some time.
Yeah. Well, listen, we'll talk more when I get there, okay? About an hour?
Yeah, that'll be fine. I'll see you here then. Bye. Luke is going to be here in about an hour, which gives me just time to go by the sports center.
Go. I'll watch over everything here.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Bye, Rick.
Say hi to Johnny for me.
I'll think about it. Of course I will.
You know, 4 days doesn't give me very much time to plan a party. I have to get a new dress, that's very important, and I have to book the Versailles room, which is also very important, and what else do I have to do?
You might consider inviting somebody. Parties are always just, I don't know, more fun somehow when there are people there.
Leave it to you to think of these minor details. I think I will go to the hospital and invite some people. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.
Dr. Weber.
Yes.
I have to tell you this. Your friend is...
Don't, let's give it a name. What do you say?
I say
Let's
that.
just go to work.
Okay.
All right, all the way down. I don't want to see no light between you and the floor. That's it. That's better. Okay, come on. Up and on the back. Oh, I want you to work on that left. Huh? No loaf. Hey, hiya, Doc. I didn't see you come in.
Snuck.
How do I look, Doc?
Well, hot and sweaty. How's that for an honest answer? Then Packy must be doing something right.
Didn't you hear me? I told you to go to work on the back.
Okay.
Hey, Doc. I read in the paper about what happened last night. You and the missus, all right?
Fine, just fine.
Hey, from that article, it sounded like a shootout at the OK Corral.
I think if you counted the bullets, it was worse than that. How are things here, though? Any problems at all?
Oh, no. Nothing so far. It's quiet. Just me and the kid working out.
Yeah. It's not gonna be too long now.
Yeah, well, longer than you think. Well, I'm not letting you in any ring until that left arm is okay.
What's the smell, Frank?
Huh?
The smell, is that ammonia?
Oh, yeah, it's a solution. Trainers use it sometimes, you know, to stimulate a fighter. Gets him breathing again. Come on, kid. I'm gonna rub the kinks out of that arm. Excuse me, Doc.
Sure. See you later.
Morning, Angel.
Hi.
Mercy. Hi.
I was just going to start worrying about you.
Oh, you don't have to do that ever again, Lesley. From now on, my life is going to be smooth sailing and boring.
Oh.
How are you feeling?
Me? I'm tired and a little shaky. I'm fine. How are you?
Well, it's weird, you know. I almost feel let down in a way. I've been, for so many months, every waking minute on this mystery, and now that it's solved, I don't know what to think.
Do you really know what all happened?
Pretty much. Masters came by today and sort of tied up some pieces, but I think Rick would like to know, so maybe I should wait till he gets here to tell.
Well, he's at the sports center. Maybe I should tell him
Thank
that
you.
Luke's here.
That would be
no
terrific.
problem.
Come sit down and at least start. I can't wait to hear. We'll fill him in when he comes.
All right. Well, as you know, the whole thing started with a man named Gray, and if you read the morning papers, apparently it ended that way, too.
Sorry, I wasn't
Oh,
here when you arrived.
well, you sort of missed the feature.
Yeah, and afraid I can't go through it again. I've told about 10 times today, but I think Lesley can tell you all about it.
It's all right. Hey, how are you doing personally yourself?
I feel pretty strange. A little numb, actually, Rick.
With what you've been through, I can understand that.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you something else, though. There's a certain letdown, and I don't quite understand, I guess, because I was so intent on finding out all these answers for so long. Now they're pretty much answered, and I don't quite know what to do with myself.
Well, I think if they're answered, then the thing to do is just we let it, what you call, rest.
Yeah, to rest and to peace.
You know, you've both been very supportive and more than terrific during all this. If I can ever do anything for you, please let me know.
Well, you're our family, and we want to, take care of you.
Let's just all look towards the future. We've had enough tragedies in the past. I think we roll forward with a positive motion. We'll be in great shape.
Well, listen, I love you both. Thank you.
Bye, hon.
Okay.
Good.
I'll see you later.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime you feel like filling me in.
Oh, sure. I will tell you, sweetheart. Okay. Let me see. Let me get it straight in my thinking. All right. Well, you know how it started. I mean, sort of the very beginning. Well, what was... Let me tell you about it when we get home.
Of course.
Do you know that Claudia cleaned up the whole file room?
I sure
Why,
did.
just, Fantastic.
I sure did. And as a matter of fact, that was some soap and water job. I had to actually take these 10 babies, pick up this sponge, put it in that soap and water, swish those shelves down. Oh, I've got to remember to give this back to Peggy, as a matter of fact. He might can tell us where to get some. We need several for the clinic.
Yeah, you like...
Here?
Yeah.
We could use them in the back. We could use them all over.
Okay, well, I don't see them around too much, but they must be somewhere where we could get a whole bunch of them.
Leslie, could you cover for me? I gotta go.
Where?
At the hospital, I gotta follow up, so thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Okay. Sure, why not? I'll do all the work.
See, you got a minute.
Of course, sit down.
Hypothetical question, purely hypothetical.
How can I help?
A drug that would cause the symptoms of a heart attack. That specifically would be mixed in an aqueous solution and then administered locally.
What do you mean, locally?
Well, say in a sponge that was dipped into a liquid and then the sponge applied to the skin, just the skin.
Digitalis comes to mind.
Or digoxin.
Well, yeah, both could simulate the symptoms of a heart attack.
And using DMSO as a carrying agent.
Well, yes, that could work, but who on earth would want to do
I
such
don't
a thing?
know that, Jeff, but I'm going to find out. Thank you very much.